It was Beast with a candlestick in the ballroom?
Welcome to Visual Recreation, the essential guide to winning FML each and every week. I'm Joey.
And I'm his co-host, Andrew. Two movies enter the FML fray with this week. One is the Belko Experiment, and two is Beauty and the Beast. The Belko Experiment is a Blumhouse Productions film. If that name sounds familiar, it's because Blumhouse also made movies like Split and Get Out, two low-budget horror films that made a big splash in FML as of late. The Belko Experiment is about workers who go to work on a normal day, and a voice over the intercom states that they are going to play a game of kill or be killed. This movie is written by James Gunn, who's written movies such as Scooby-Doo and Scooby-Doo 2, Monsters Unleashed, Dawn of the Dead, and most recently, Guardians of the Galaxy. James Gunn is not the only big name attached to this film. There are actors such as John Gallagher Jr., who is in such movies as 10 Cloverfield Lane, Michael Rooker, who is from The Walking Dead, and John C. McGlintley, who played Dr. Perry Cox in Scrubs. The Belko Experiment holds a 62% on Rotten Tomatoes, but 91% of people say they want to see it. So will this be another home run for Blumhouse Productions, or will it fall short to its predecessors? The big movie on campus this week is Beauty and the Beast. For those of you that don't know, or have never seen a Disney movie in your life, it's a tale as old as time, or since 1991 when the cartoon came out. Beauty and the Beast is about a prince who gets turned into a beast by a witch. His livelihood is tied to a rose where he has to find love and be loved before all the petals fall off, or he'll be a beast forever, like Marshawn Lynch. Cue Belle, who is an outcast bookworm. Like, literally nobody in the village likes her except her dad and this evil dude Gaston, which I think he's just trying too hard. He's not evil or anything. Through a series of unfortunate events, she gets captured and imprisoned in Beast's castle, where they dance and they eat stew together, and spoiler alert, they fall in love and break the curse. I mean, like I said, 1981 people, get with it. The movie stars big name actors like Emma Watson from the Harry Potter series, Ewan McGregor from Star Wars, and Josh Gad from Frozen. There's a huge controversy tied to this movie. Apparently, this features Disney's first ever homosexual character. Josh Gad's character, whose name is Lefeur, who is the sidekick to Gaston, mentions in the movie that he is confused about his sexuality, which has stirred up a lot of rubble on social media. Personally, when I was growing up, all Disney movies were basically cartoons, and I never ever thought once of what the sexuality of even Flounder the fish. I mean, I never sat there and watched Little Mermaid going, I wonder what kind of stream he swims in, if you know what I mean. Either way, this movie is going to make bank this week. I mean, it was split into 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So, and I mean, I know every woman wants to see this movie, and they're going to drag their husbands and boyfriends to see it. So, I mean, I would say choose it, which helps you out. So now let's go on to the top 5, which Joey has for this week.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Beauty and the Beast, if you're not picking that movie this week, then something's wrong. So that brings us to our top 5. And coming in at number 5 is The Shack, which did really well its opening week. And we're putting the estimate with The Shack at about 6 million. And then at number 4, we're taking a look at Get Out, which held its own week to week. It's actually dropping very subtly, and it's holding up, and we're putting that at about 14.5 million. Next on our list, dropping way more than expected last week, is Logan. And as this movie is older and just continues to decline in the theaters, Logan's gonna have to try to claw his way out and try to stay alive, as we put his estimate at about $15 million. And then coming in at number 2, of course, The King is Here, Kong. We're putting that at an estimate of $25 million. And that leaves us with our number 1 pick, Beauty and the Beast. Now, Beauty and the Beast is estimated by some sources to get $160 million or more, And with it being a live action adaptation of a Disney classic, and it's in over 4,000 theaters, that's probably a good estimate, but we're gonna give it 152 million. So what does that mean for FML? Well, they've split the movie once again, and we've seen this before with Suicide Squad and Star Wars. So for Friday, for Beauty and the Beast, we're projecting $65 million, and then Beauty and the Beast will dance their way into Saturday with $50 million, and when the last petal falls on Sunday, that's gonna leave them at about $37 million.
It's good wordplay. I like that. I like that wordplay. For this week, let's take a look at our recipes, which will be displayed in our food pyramid. For my picks, I chose 1 Beauty and the Beast on Friday, 2 Get Outs, 3 The Shacks, 1 Lego Batman, and 1 Lion. This would be getting an estimate of $116 to $119 million. Joey, your pick?
So my recipe, that seems pretty tasty to me. I'm looking at Beauty and the Beast on Saturday, 4 Get Outs and 3 John Wicks, and that's actually looking to bring in about 112 million to roughly 115 million based on our estimates and other sources.
And to wrap everything up in our cling wrap, let's leave you with some food for thought. Joey?
So here we go. We're looking at, can Belko Experiment be the bonus this week? Can it eliminate all the other movies and get those extra points that we're looking for? So with it only costing $33 or 33 FML bucks, if it gets about $4.5 million, it really does have the potential to get the bonus. All right, so for the risk pick this week, we're looking at Beauty and the Beast on Friday, 1 Kong, and then 6 Belko Experiments. Now, if Belko can hold on to that $4.5 million projection, you're looking at roughly $117 million before the bonus, and then $129 million after.
What's your best recipe for winning FML this week? Leave us a comment below.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
And remember, you gotta risk it to get the biscuit.